nakikita po ba yung sa screen?
Opo.
Yes po.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat sa mga sa mga administrators, faculty members, and students of Grilis po, at saka yung mga administrators and faculty members of CBE. Good morning po sa lahat. I am Lou Malyari, and along with me, Ma'am Glenda Ticunanan. We will be both presenting the sanitation, food safety and sanitation sa food service business establishment. All right. So let me just quickly proceed. So ito po yung topic namin, food safety and sanitation for food business establishment. Again, I am Lumalyari, and along with me, Ma'am Glenda Cunanan. So let me start the discussion proper. So when we talk about sanitations, what do we mean by that? So ang sabi dito, sanitation is derived from the Latin word sanitas, meaning health. Ano ba yung relasyon ng health sa sanitation? Naging sila ba? Diba? Bakit sila merong relasyon? Okay, so ano ba yung relationship nila? When it comes to food kasi, when it comes to production of food, kailangan ang pinoproduce na pagkain is the producers should had followed the sanitary practices, so yung ideal talaga. So kapag malinis yung pagkain na kinukonsume ng every individual, definitely it corresponds a positive health. Okay? Pero on the other hand, kapag hindi naman maganda o hindi malinis yung kinukonsume na pagkain ng individual, then therefore, there is a corresponding health then, Unfortunately, hindi nga lang siya maganda. Say, for example, kapag nakakain ka ng hindi malinis na pagkain or nakakain ka ng pagkain na hindi properly stored, chances are, pwedeng sumakit yung tiyan mo, chances are, pwedeng magsuka. Okay, so napaka-importante na lahat ng kinukonsume natin as individual, it should be properly cooked. It should be served safe, Kailangan na-serve sa atin yan ng safe kasi importante yan, And then kapag naman pinag-uusapan natin yung sanitation for the food industry, there are criterion and maintenance of hygienic and health conditions. Okay, kapag kasi sa isang food industry, they have these rules and regulations, procedures, steps, para makapag-deliver sila ng safe and properly produced food, Say for example, sa mga employees, kailangan ang standard doon dapat they have undergone parang medical checkup, May kakaroon sila ng health ID or health certificate attesting na these workers are free from any contagious diseases, And makikita mo din dapat na they practice a personal hygiene. And then when it comes to facilities, dapat lahat ng mga facilities is na-maintain, nalilinis ng maayos, nasa-sanitize ng maayos at para hindi maiwasan natin yung mga rusty or mga even dirt na pwedeng makontaminate yung pagkain. Tapos naman for the food sources, dapat yung mga in-order ninyong raw materials o yung mga ingredients para makapag-prepare or makapag-produce ng pagkain or any food. At saka ikaw mismo as a producer of the food, kailangan alam mo mismo na kapag alam mong hindi na siya okay para gamitin as an ingredient, wag na natin ipilit, If in doubt, throw it out. So marami pa dyan, marami pang mga rules, standards, rules and regulations, standards, protocol, procedures, steps na ini-establish ang isang kumpanya para makapag-produce at makapag-deliver ng safe food, no? And healthy food as well, no? And lahat ng mga employees and even the owner itself followed it, but it have to be maintained, no? Hindi lang kapag merong magkakaroon ng inspection, no? Doon lang maglilinis, no? Hindi porket magkakaroon ng inspection, doon pa lang lilinisin yung grease trap, yung mga basura sa likod, no? Dapat na-maintain yan, no? Merong schedule kung kada kailan nililinis yung mga grease trap, every night dapat na-dispose yung mga rubbish. Okay, so yung mga bagay na yun na kailangan na-follow, hindi lang siya na-follow, dapat na-maintain. Okay? Kasi dahil food service industry, no, kailangan importante na the food that is being served and delivered is safe for human consumption. Alrighty. Okay, so why food sanitation and safety is important in food service establishment? Okay, bakit nga ba? Ano nga ba yung importansya nito, no? Yung food sanitation and safety? Una, sanitation is a legal requirement for any individual who would like to establish their own business, like food business, no? They have to secure what they call sanitary permit, no? Yun yung yung mga taga LGU, no? Pupunta sila sa site mismo, sa mismong restaurant, tapos i-check nila kung malinis ba, na-follow ba yung dapat i-follow, yung mga worker ba, meron bang lahat silang mga health ID, yung drainage pa, yung specific size ng tubo, na-follow ba, malinis ba yung buong lugar. So marami pa silang hinihinging mga requirements, no, para ma-release or ma-issuean ng isang food, any individual na would like to operate a food business ng sanitary permit. So importante yung sanitation sa food establishment kasi requirement siya to operate a food business, no. Kapag na-issuean ka naman ng sanitary permit, ibig sabihin compliance naman yung isang food owner, no? O yung restaurant owner. Compliance siya, ibig sabihin lahat ng nire-require for any yung mga standards, no? Para ma-issuean ng sanitary permit is nabit naman yan. Pangalawa, it helps to prevent food poisoning and outbreaks. True, no? Kung naman ang pagkain na siniserve ng isang food establishment ay malinis, no? Na-serve ng malinis, naluto ng maayos, na store ng maayos, okay? So definitely kapag i-deliver mo na yan o isa-serve mo na yan sa yung customer, you will not doubt no magsasakit yung tiyan niya kasi the restaurant itself follow the practices of sanitation, yung sanitation practices na pina-follow ng isang food industry or food service industry. Kapag kasi sinabi natin outbreaks is a one or more person or individuals na they're experiencing the same, no? Yung parang sumakit yung tiyan after consuming the food, no? So, kailangan, kapag naman ang pinoprovide ng pagkain ay malinis, no? Definitely maiiwasan natin yung magkakasakit yung mga clients or customers, no? The third one is to maintain quality, no? Sanitation helps maintain the food quality. True, no? Kapag ang mga pagkain naman is properly stored, properly prepared, okay, well, properly handled, okay, then therefore food quality is actually there, no? Ibig sabihin, nami-maintain natin. Kasi sa lahat naman ng ginagawa natin, no? Anything that we do, yung sustain, para ma-sustain, yung sustainability ba, na hindi lang natin siya ginagawa sa isang araw, dalawang araw, tatlong araw, dapat palagi natin siyang ginagawa. Tapos palagi natin siyang fina-follow para makuha natin yung standard, no? Number 3, sanitation protects your brand. Okay. Totoo naman kasi once nalaman or na aware yung mga clients nyo that you are operating and practicing all the sanitary requirements in a food establishment, then therefore you will gain their trust, and definitely you will have a repeat customer. So those are the few reasons why sanitation is important in food service business establishment. Let me move on to the about what foodborne illness is. Ano nga ba to? Bakit ba merong foodborne illness, no? So when we talk about foodborne illness, it's commonly known as food poisoning, no? Siguro may nakain kayo ng mga pagkain that there are bacteria in it, okay? There are mga microorganisms in it. So nung nakain mo, medyo sumama yung pakiramdam mo at nakaranas ka ng pagsusuka, diarrhea. So ibig sabihin, yung pagkain nun is hindi siya safe, hindi siya malinis. Merong mga other viruses o bacteria na present on that food. Now, ano nga ba yung mga elements na that contaminates food, no? Meron tayong tatlo, no? Si chemical hazard, si physical hazard, at saka si biological hazard. Si chemical hazard, ito yung mga pesticides, ito yung mga cleaning agents, ito yung mga heavy metals like lead, like mercury, okay? So kapag nagkaroon ng close contact yung pagkain dito sa mga chemical agents na to, no? Or contaminants, no? Definitely makokontaminate yung pagkain. Kaya nga, in most instances, no, kahit naman sa bahay natin, may sariling storage yung mga yan, no? Para maiwasan natin na mahalo sa pagkain. Tapos yung tinatawag nating physical hazard, yan, mga buhok, hair strands, bandages, mga small objects, no? Na during preparation, during cooking, during mixing siguro, no? During packaging siguro, na merong buhok o yung baka yung bandage sa daliri naisama, naihalo, ano. So napaka-importante din dito, no, kapag nagpe-prepare tayo ng pagkain, if maisingit ko lang na yung properly geared yung gumagawa. Ibig sabihin naka-hairnet, naka-apron, or naka-chef's uniform, or naka-gloves. Importante din yung gloves, no? So para at least hindi tayo, kung ano man yung meron tayo sa katawan natin, hindi mahulog o malipat sa pagkain. Marami pa yan. Clip, staple wire. Di ko alam bakit may staple wire. Siguro nung nag-stapler yung isa, iniwan yung may nahulog na staple wire, yung gano'n. So, ibig sabihin ng mga to is mga foreign objects lang na nalalagay sa mga pagkain. And then we have the biological hazards. We have the bacteria, viruses, parasites, molds, no? Ito naman yung mga other elements that contaminates the food, no? Normally, no, yung mga tinapay na meron ng molds, kukurutin mo na lang yung may molds, kasi tatapon mo, no? Hindi ganun. So, kapag contaminated na siya, as much as possible, for safety purposes, no, it's better to dispose it. Tapos, next is, how does food become contaminated, no? Maraming bagay, no? Maraming bagay bakit nako-contaminate yung pagkain. I have few here. Una, yung food handlers, no? Siguro si food handlers galing sa CR, nagbabadali, hindi nagugas ng kamay ng maayos, at kailangan na niya nang mag-assemble na may order na hamburger, okay? At wala siyang gloves. Kung ano man yung ginawakan niya sa CR, o galing sa CR ay na-transfer or nalagay sa pagkain. Another one is yung mga packaging material, siguro dahil exposed, hindi properly stored, no? Nakalagay lang saan, dumaan si daga, tapos nagwiwi pa siya, hindi namalayan. Tapos doon nilagay yung pagkain. Okay, so na-contaminate yung pagkain. So marami pa, animals and birds, insects, rodents, garbage and sewage, soil, air at saka dust, water, and raw materials. No? So, mga raw materials na yung mga sa palengke na minsan hindi mo naman maiwasan mahuhulog yung isang item sa may palengke na maraming mga mods, ganun. Tapos kukunin lang ni tindera kasi sayang may bebenta pa tapos binenta sa'yo. Tapos nagmamadali ka, yung kamatis halimbawa nahulog, tapos nagmamadali ka, hindi mo inugasan. Tapos nilagay mo sa isang pagkain, nilagay mo sa sandwich mo. So yung sandwich mo contaminated na siya. Kung ano man bacteria, meron yung nakuha ng kamatis sa pagkahulog niya doon sa palengke. So yun yung, pero naman, sa ganitong aspeto, may iwasan naman to. May iwasan naman natin yung food contamination. No? Sa pag-iingat lang at saka yung paghuhugas lang ng kamay, ng mga gagamitin, ng mga ingredients. Kapag nahinugasan natin yung maayos yan at nalagay natin sila sa proper storage nila, then therefore, somehow, may iwasan naman natin. How can I prevent cross-contamination? Okay. Paano natin may iwasan yung cross-contamination? Una, we have to separate the raw food, the separate raw to cook. Yung kapag bumili ka ng manok sa tindahan at meron na palang, tas nilagay mo lang siya sa malapit sa tinapay na hindi naka-sealed ng maayos, so yung tinapay na contaminate na siya. So kailangan maghiwalay yan. May mga bagay talaga na kailangan naghihiwalay, no? Hindi naman kailangan palaging kasama. Charot. Okay, so dapat separate raw and cooked food, no? Another one is proper hand hygiene. Yan, we have to make it a habit, no? Na maghugas ng kamay kahit wala tayong nakikitang dumi sa kamay natin. Importante yan na lagi tayo maghugas ng kamay. Clean and sanitize surfaces, no? Similarly, kahit wala kang masyadong nakikitang dumi sa mga surfaces, it is also advisable that you clean and sanitize bago ka magluto o bago ka mag-prep ng mga lulutuin. And then you have to cook food thoroughly, no? Yung hindi yung parang, lalo na kung meat yan, no? Importante dapat maluto siya ng maayos. And then you have to store food properly. No? Food storage is also essential for sanitation. Kapag kasi proper food storage, definitely mapipreserve pa natin yung lifespan ng isang pagkain. No? So food storage, there are 3. One is for yung sa meat, no? If dapat lahat ng meat like pork, beef, chicken, and even fish, nasa freezer yung mga yan. No? Kapag naman vegetables, so bago natin sila ilagay sa freezer, lilinisin muna natin sila and then we try to dry them a little bit and then we put them in a plastic container, and which container do we have, and then we put it in the freezer. And then after that, the vegetables, no? So mga vegetables naman, we wash them first and then we dry them using paper towel, and after drying them, we will store them in the chiller, no? Wrap with a newspaper or any paper lang para hindi lang yung moist na. We have to make sure na yung vegetables na ilagay natin sa chiller is hindi na siya basa. And then, i-wrap natin siya sa newspaper para maprotektahan natin siya for any drippings na possible na meron yung sa fridge. And then, the dry ingredients such as flour, sugar, they should be in an airtight container. So those are the 3 parang proper food storage. And then, okay, preventive measures naman tayo. What are these? These are the ways, okay, on how can we prevent foodborne illnesses siguro. How can we maintain, no? How can we prevent foodborne illnesses and cross-contaminations? One is good personal hygiene. So you make sure that the worker are practicing personal hygiene. That means, necessary yan yung daily shower, washing of hands, okay? And even oral hygiene, no? No bare hand contact with food, no? So, that's why when sa mga estudyante namin, kapag nag-laboratory kami, they have the hand gloves. They are mandated, lalo na kapag mixing yan. They are mandated to use hand gloves. Purchase safe food from the reputable supplier. So, you have to make sure na para maiwasan natin yung mga ganun, no? Kailangan yung mga supplier natin, no, sure tayo na hindi sira, hindi galing kung saan yung mga binibenta nilang mga raw materials sa atin o mga ingredients. Again, store food properly, no, na importante din yan. Prepare, cook, and food adequately, okay, kahit pa nagmamadali ka. So you have to make sure that it is prepared adequately, and then clean and sanitize all yung mga gagamitin mo. Kahit pa na malinis na yan, no? Kahit pa yan galing na sa say for example, sa storage area, thinking na malinis na siya, it is advisable pa rin na kailangan malinisan pa. Kailangan malinis siya. So that's all for me about the sanitation in food service business. Again, I will be calling Professor Glenda Tikunanan, one of the expert in hospitality management. Padating na po siya. Okay, enter. Po. Oh, yan, araw na. Makaagad na. Naramdaman na kata pala. Good morning po.
Good morning po.